Everyone, this is part 320 of me answering your Percy Jackson questions. If you haven't seen a video in this series yet, check the description right now. It's right there. It's very easy. It tells you how you can submit questions that I'll answer in this series. Don't ask me in the comment section, please. All right, let's get to today's comments. We're actually just doing one today, and it's not super long. All right, so this comment says, I feel like the Trials of Apollo series is never talked about outside Jason's fate. Why do you feel this series hasn't resonated quite as much with fans of these book series? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because the Trials of Apollo series is a significant dip in quality compared to both Percy Jackson and Heroes of Olympus. And in my opinion, also a dip in quality compared to the Kane Chronicles, which is I really like that series. Although I feel like a lot of fans don't share my opinions on the Kane Chronicles, which blows my mind. I don't know, Rick just lost the plot with the Trials of Apollo. Like, I understand it was the next logical story because he actually left he left breadcrumbs for that series, the Trials of Apollo series, in The Blood of Olympus, the last book in the Heroes of Olympus series. Because Zeus was like super upset with Apollo in that book, and then it led directly to Trials of Apollo. So I'm not upset about that. Like, it was the logical next story. But the series just isn't that great. Like, all 5 of those books are in my bottom half if I were to rank the entire Riordanverse books. They're all in the bottom. They're not the last books in the ranking, but yeah, they're not in the top. Not even close. The only good thing about the series is that it literally brings back every character from the Heroes of Olympus series. Even though, like, it barely brings back Annabeth, like, she literally makes a tiny cameo at the end of the last book. I thought she would have been in a book more than that, but whatever, I guess. But yeah, every single character from Heroes of Olympus shows up again. Raina shows up, yeah. So every single character. So that's the only good part. The other stuff, the actual story, I just didn't like it that much. But Jason was killed, and that's a crazy thing that happened. So yeah, people talk about that because why would you kill a main character like that? It maybe made sense for the story, but people talk about it because it was just so out of left field. So yeah, I mean, that's the main reason. It's just that it's not written as well, not even close, as the Percy Jackson series. The Percy Jackson series is like a standard for fantasy series, and it's probably the best fantasy series I've ever read. It's so dang good, and Trials of Apollo does not live up to that at all. So yeah, that answers all today's questions. I'll see you tomorrow for part 321 of me answering your Percy Jackson questions.